Shit, I remember whenever I was 17 years old and everything in life was just so fucking easy. I went to school, I went to a trade school, I learned how to do collision and body repair. I was happy in my life. I street raced. I was 17 years old. I had a beautiful teenage girlfriend. All we did was fuck and like race cars and just enjoy each other's company. And it's crazy where I'm at in my life right now. I'm 32 years old, and that was back about half my age ago. And whenever I turned 18, I got into a bunch of trouble. I was doing a lot of things that are bad. I started living a fast lifestyle, made some bad decisions, and with those bad decisions came consequences. And I joined the military to get away from those things, and they still haunted me. I'm not gonna lie to you. Whenever I got out of the military, I was in trouble with the state of Oklahoma, and had a felony warrant, and I got picked up on that felony warrant and ended up going to prison because I didn't complete my probation. But some of those things haunt me till this day. I mean, I'm a felon right now. It's kind of hard to get a job. Plus, I live out in the middle of nowhere. I literally live 20 miles to the close, like in town where I live. Living out here, there's really not much out here. Oklahoma, we kind of just do what we do to make it. Money is important. Yes, money is very important in life. But the thing is this: sometimes you just gotta suck up your pride. A job is a job. If you're paying your bills and you're taking care of kids, at the end of the day, that's all that matters. I used to work road construction. I used to do asphalt paving, and I had a great job. I was training to be a paver operator. I loved the job, but I worked 6 days a week from the time that I woke up until I went to sleep. And the thing is whenever you're a single dad, that means you only have 1 day a week that you spend with your kid, and that just wasn't good enough for me. And my dad always worked, and my mom always worked when I was little, and I never got to spend time with my family. And I remember being like, man, I wish I had a family. I wish that the people that I love was around me. And I just won't do that to my daughter, so I'd rather just, work a job, make ends meet, and be there for my family. At the end of the day, that's what makes a father anyways, is the time you spend with your kids. I mean, I know that, I know that. I wasn't really taught how to be a father. My father was working all the time, so I never had a a father figure in my life. But with my daughter, I feel like it's important to be in her life and be relevant and take care of her and have time with her. It weighs heavy on me. I see a lot of people these days that don't even have anything to do with their kids. It's like, do you know what you do, what the purpose, like whenever you have sex, do y'all know the meaning behind like what happens when you have sex? You reproduce, you know what I'm saying? Like, if you're not willing to take care of a child, then why are you having sex? Like, you should, whenever you have sex with somebody, you should look at them and be like, well, okay, well, we are having sex. The purpose of having sex is to reproduce. So you got to look at yourself being able to have a child with that person, and taking care of your child. I just don't understand this day and age. I guess I'm too old-fashioned, but I just don't agree with the way shit is these days. Me and my ex-wife are sociable. Like, we talk to each other. You know what I'm saying? We co-parent my child, and we're good to each other because we do have common interests, and that's making sure that the well-being of my child is being met. And I respect that woman for that. We're no longer together, unfortunately. But at the same time, I don't think that our time together was a waste of time. So I just got to learn from my mistakes and keep moving. It was just I made mistakes in my marriage. I was like 24, 25 years old whenever I started talking to my ex-wife. We moved out of I was still living at home with my parents. And after I got out of prison, I had to start brand new. And I met my ex-wife, and she was in transition from a marriage where she was getting a divorce and leaving that marriage and starting over as well. So We started talking after about a year. We moved in together. We started a life together. We both provided income to the family in the household. And then we were living our life. And then I was about 28 years old. And I had my first child, which is my daughter. And that is the child that I'm raising co-parenting with my ex-wife. I wouldn't change anything about the circumstances. I would just wish that I wouldn't have made those decisions when I was younger to affect me in my current day life, because I would love to have the opportunity as most people have, but unfortunately I made humongous mistakes in my past that limit me from ever having those opportunities ever. So, you know, I just gotta suck it up, buttercup, and get to work and take care of my responsibilities. I owe that to my child. I know I got a lot of people that don't like me. That's fine. But from now on, I'm keeping it 100% real. And anything I put on the internet is going to be personal to me. I don't give a fuck what's around me. I'm just going to record and how I feel about what I'm doing and what I got going on with me. Anybody that doesn't like that, do me a favor and don't watch the videos. Just don't watch them. If you don't want to have any interest in me, then don't fucking watch the shit. I'm not here to talk shit with people. I don't give a fuck about anybody in their lives, that unless I relate to it. You see what I'm saying? I'm not doing this internet crap anymore, because I didn't even use the internet, and then all of a sudden I started looking at the internet and shit, and I realized real fast that this shit's bullshit. I mean, yeah, there's entertainment out there, but use it as entertainment purposes only. And don't ever fall in the cracks, because I'm telling you, you have a life, and what's important to you should be what's in front of you, not what's on the screen of a phone or a computer screen or a TV, a smart TV. That shit in real life don't matter. You gotta worry about you and yours. As far as everything else out there, it's all bullshit if you're watching it. I mean, yeah, it might be really going on, but at the same time, it don't affect you. It's not about you. There's no gain in your eyes. You might get some inspiration by something that you see. It might help you, though, or entertain you and make you happy for a second. But the only way you're going to be happy is if you're happy with yourself. And let me tell you something. After I got divorced, I was very depressed. I felt like I failed at my marriage, because I did. I should have listened to the things that she was saying, corrected those actions, and gave her that comfort so I can be happy with my family. As a man, I failed. And unfortunately, that's something that I can never get back. I can never take the things that I messed up back. I used to have a humongous gambling addiction, and before I got with my ex-wife, and I spent all the money that I ever made at the casino, and I was a bad person. Whenever I got out of prison, I changed my life, and I started a family with this woman, but I still had demons. And so every once in a while I'd lie about going to the casino. I'd get caught up. Well, I'm sorry, man, but whenever you give your woman insecurities and they can't trust you, they start doubting little everything that you do, and before you know it, there's problems in y'all's relationship. That turns into bickering and fighting. You try to communicate with each other, and before you know it, you just can't save what you've done. Sometimes your actions is what's gonna have long-lasting relationships. Being truthful and honest with your partner is also going to be something that you're going to have to do to be in a healthy relationship. I wasn't around healthy relationships growing up. My mom and dad, they were high school sweethearts. They got married, ended up not being compatible when they're adults after they had me, and went on their separate ways. My step-parents weren't good in relationships either. I've been around a lot of different things, split homes. It just, you know, I know that most of the time parents, especially that separate, can't get along for the sake of the children. But I was raised that your kids come first, and you do what you got to do for your kids. It don't matter about you. It matters about them, because whenever it's all said and done, they are your future. I'm really excited that I get to start a new job. When I worked with the last company I worked for, I broke my foot, and you know, I was just like, man, is this my life for me, working all the time and never seeing my kid? And you know, it kind of gave me a reality shock. And then I came up on about $15,000 and started my own repair business, and basically just dwindled my money down. It just not another failed attempts, you know what I'm saying? And now I'm starting over again, getting a job, making sure my daughter's good, paying my bills. and just moving forward in my life. And hopefully, when it's all said and done, my daughter can look at me and say, you know, I'm proud of you, Dad. I love you. You and Mama never did. You did everything in y'all's power to make sure that I was taken care of. Because in my eyes, that's the only thing that matters to me, is the fact that she knows that I was always there and that I love her. And that is my only purpose in this world, is to be a father. Because all the things that I used to do got me in trouble, I thought were important, were not important. And now that I'm a single father and I have to go through so much bullshit in life just to have my daughter for 2 or 3 days and work all these hours that I'm going to have to be working, and the shit that I've been through in my past, I realize happiness is with the time that you spend with the ones you love and care about. Yes, money is important. People say money cannot buy you happiness. No, it can't. But the thing is if you have money, you can provide happiness with the people you love. Money can help you have a happier life if you use it in the right way and don't let it take over you and control you and ruin you. Money is the root of all evil. But I'm going to tell you right now, you go to work, you work hard, you feel proud to earn that paycheck. You use that money, you take care of the people you love. It gives you give you self-worth, and it also make sure that you have a purpose. Whenever you're not working and you have no money and you're broke and you really can't do anything about the situation, you're stuck in depression and you can't get out of your head long enough, and before you know it, that shit eat at you, and then before you know it, you can drive yourself crazy and you can become mentally unstable, and before you know it, that's not good for your kid, and that stuff affects your kid. And to me, that is just like the worst thing that you could do, is give up on yourself. People fail. People are always going to fail. We're not perfect. You got to learn from your mistakes and push forward. I want y'all to have a great day. I'm going to just start posting whatever the fuck I want, because at the end of the day, this is for me. If you watch it, you watch it. If you don't like it, don't watch it. If you don't care, if you think I'm lying or you think I'm trash, that's all your opinion. You can say whatever you want, but at the end of the day, I'm doing this for me, and this is a way I'm recovering through going through so many fucking problems in my life, and this is a way for me to feel better. Anyways, y'all have a great day. Dovie, your daddy loves you. I can't wait to see you on Tuesday. Have a great weekend, and I'll see you when I see you, baby girl, and I love you. You have a wonderful day, YouTube. Everybody that's watching, thank you for watching. I'll be putting more videos out. Y'all take care of yourself, take care of your kids, and just remember, you know, life's short. You got to make the time that you have relevant with the people around you that you love. Y'all have a good day. Much love. I'll see you on the next one.